Hello everyone, good evening. In my KSR, all of the data I have stored here in the data tab, in this data tab. Okay, so this is a data is a folder. Now in this particular folder, whatever I am storing the data here, if you see, it comes up to 4.71 GB. Okay, now by chance, if I have some issue with my laptop, let's say some blue screen I'm getting, or maybe the OS is corrupted, or something happened to my motherboard, or it fell down from the table, something happens to my laptop, the entire 4.17 GB of RAM, of the data is gone. Are you all with me? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Santosh.
Okay. I have never taken any backup in my pen drive or maybe in any of the memory cards. I have only the data present in my laptop. If something happens to my laptop, touch wood should not happen. Even if my laptop is lost, someone steals my laptop, the entire data of KSR 4.17 GB of data vanishes and they'll throw me out of KSR and they'll file a legal case against me. This can happen. Okay. Now, I don't want to get into trouble. Even though if Santosh is not there, even though if I resign this company, I have to make sure that the data has been securely stored because it is stored in my personal laptop. There is high likely chance that even I can misuse it. So we need to be very sure of storing this data in cloud now. Okay. Now that is what we are going to do now. Now, to create a storage account, let's see how much time we are taking in the cloud service. Okay, to create a storage account, that means I want to store these records, whatever the data which you're seeing on the screen, which is all the KSR data, right? You can see here, if I go here, all of this are my KSR data. Maybe I would have been used for teaching purpose, learning purpose, research purpose, project purpose, POC projects. It could be anything that I have got this data. Now, the objective of this application now is I want to put all of this data into cloud because something happens to my laptop, everything is gone. Okay. Now let's see how much time it requires to create a storage account and to upload this. Okay. Now first I'll tell you how the way I teach. First I will do it without telling you anything. Okay. I'll just create an account and I'll explain everything and then we will recreate one more time with the explanation. Okay. So that's how we will take forward now. So what I'll do is I'll go here and I've told you clearly going forward, the only one thing which you have to go and open is portal.azure.com. Right? This is the only site that you have to log in always. The one which I've explained couple of days back, the Microsoft main account, maybe that is used for research, reading purpose, services, what are the services they provide, and some virtual tour. All this we have seen. But to create your services, we have to get into this portal.azure.com. Okay. Now I'll open this and whichever the login which you have, which you have created, just log in with this. You'll be able to see this. You'll be able to see this. Maybe in the below, you may not be able to see here. In the below, you may not be able to see here. And that is because like you will be created. I have created multiple resources in the past, and that is why you can see that it is showing that as a recent resource. Okay. But in your case, it may not be there. Okay. And if you see here, if you click this bell button, you can see that there is a subscription free trial which is a remaining of 16,700. I told you, right? When you create a free credit, you will be getting a credit of 16,700, and this will be the one which we have free credit. Okay, it's not for me, but for you it will show it. After you utilize the 16,700 maybe in a month, then you have to go with pay as you go. Pay as you go in the sense whatever you use for that you have to pay. So that is fine, something which we'll see later, but this is the amount that they have given. 16,700 credits they have given for you to use. So let's not use that now. I'll open a stopwatch. Okay. Let's see it how much time it takes to create one service and one storage account. Okay. So what I need now, I need a storage account where I can go and store all of my KSR data. This is my KSR data. So all of this KSR data, I have to store it in one of the service. So let's see what service that we are going to create. Okay. So let's see how much time I'm going to take. As I said, first I'll be doing without telling you anything, without teaching anything. I'll just try to create on the fly, and the next time we will see how to create it. Okay. So let's get started. Start. storage account, storage account, create. Next, 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 next. What I've done is I've just filled the form. Okay, what I have done here, I will be explaining once again. But at this point of time, my main objective was to create one account. Okay, so this is my account. Let me create it. So initializing deployment means the request is going. Request is going to the server where the data center. Okay, whichever the region which I've selected, right? For that region, it is going as a request and it is going to allocate some space for me. We have seen that server, right? In the server, they are going to assign some space for me and the deployment is happening. I'll tell you what I have done, but at this point of time, just focus on what I'm telling you. We will be recreating this n number of times in our course, but today I just wanted to see how much time it takes to create a service, and let's see that. Okay, so the deployment is successful. So it took me 1 minute 44 seconds to create a service. Okay, now I'll go to the resource. Go to the storage browser, go here and create one container. Container is like a folder. So I'll create KSR datasets. I'll create it. And in this KSR datasets, I will simply go and upload all my files. I'll upload all my files. It took me 1 minute 44 seconds and I've not taken all the data. I've taken only the selected data and you can see that the data is stored here. So tomorrow, if anyone wants to go and access, they can simply go to the URL, okay, and they'll be able to access my dataset. I'll repeat one more time. This is my storage account. I'll go to the storage browser and I'll go to the block container and you can see there is a KSR datasets and you can see all the data is available here. Tomorrow, something happens to my laptop, this entire data folder is gone. Nothing to worry. I can log into any system, any laptop, and I can go to this login and I can go to this particular containers and I can see that the data will be present. Maybe if I give access to particular people, for them also they can go and see the data. Maybe for Mahesh I can give access, for the founders I can give the access, for the directors I can give the access. They will be able to see this data when they log in from their credentials. At this point of time, I am the person who has logged in and I have created within 1 minute 44 seconds, my KSR data is present in the cloud. So if tomorrow, okay, the next minute, if something happens to my laptop, crashed, okay, it's a blue screen, it falls from a table, it breaks down, glasses broke down. Even if anything happens, I can still go and get my data because my data has been stored in the cloud. Okay, are you all with me? Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you will be thinking, okay, fine. The data that you have in your local laptops, now you put it in the cloud and you're saying that you log in even from a Bermuda Triangle, you can still log into this account and you can still access your data. Perfect. Wherever I have internet, wherever I have a simple laptop, I can go and log in. In fact, you can even go and log in your mobile also because it's a URL. It's a internet based. So you simply go to a mobile, simply go to internet, simply log into Azure portal, log in with your credentials, go to this container, and you will see all of these files that is present. Tomorrow I may be there, I may not be there, but even after 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, you come back and you log in this, data will be present, and that is a cloud for you. Okay, that is a cloud for you. You even come after years, you can still see the data will be present. Okay, now okay, but what is a cost? Because cost is one thing which we have to be very focused, right? So you're using this account, you're using this account, and you're storing all of this data, right? How much you have to pay? How much you have to pay? Let's do a simple calculation today. Okay, let's do a simple calculation today. Listen carefully. This is my laptop. This is my laptop. My laptop has 222 GB of C drive, 462 GB of D drive, 468 GB of F drive. So totally, I can store up to 100 GB of data. 100 GB of data. I can store it in my one laptop. And my laptop, since it comes with a 1 terabyte, this is equal to 1 terabyte. Okay. 100,000 GB is equivalent to 1 terabyte, and the laptop price that I have paid is 1.5 lakhs. This is the price of the laptop. This is the price of the laptop. So 1.5 lakhs I have spent to buy a laptop of 1000 GB. You can see 460 GB, 460 GB plus 200 GB. 200 plus 400 plus 400 is going to be 1000 GB. 1000 GB is equal to 1 terabyte. So 1 terabyte, to store the 1 terabyte of data, I am spending 1.5 lakhs. This is a laptop price. Are you with me? Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. This is
Yes.
on-prem. On-prem. Okay, on-prem in the sense it's a simple laptop. But if you're storing in the cloud, let's see what is the price. See, on-prem is this one. But even if you want to store it in your databases, okay, and on-prem databases, on-prem servers, they'll still charge more. Laptop itself, they're charging 1.5 lakhs for storing this 1000 GB means. For on-prem, maybe it's a database on-prem, they will charge more. So what I'm going to do, let's see what is the cloud. In cloud, let's see how much they are costing us. Okay, a simple calculation. So let's go here. Let's go here. Azure storage account pricing. I'll go here, open in a new tab. Listen carefully to my calculations. So this is, you can request a quotation. For example, if you want to buy some vehicle and all, you go and ask for some quotations, right? Like this, we can ask some quotation also. Okay, we can ask some quotation. So I can go and ask for quotation. Let's come for overview. You can see all of this. And I'm from India, so let me choose Indian rupees, and let's calculate how much I have to pay now. Okay, now. Okay, so this is the one that I have to pay now. Okay, so let's see how much I have to pay now. Actually, there is something called hot, cool, cold, archive, and premium. I'll be explaining in the later part, but at this point of time, what I have is hot. What I have is hot. Okay, so let's take the hot, or maybe let's take the cool for now. So they're charging how much? Cloud is charging 80 paise per GB. Okay, how much they are charging? 80 paise per GB. Now 1 GB, 1 GB equal to, or if you feel like this calculation is very less, let's take this one. Okay, they are charging 1.5 rupees per GB. So 1.5 rupees per GB. Okay, now for 1 GB, for 1 GB, it's going to be 1.5 rupees. And let's see for 1000 GB, how much rupees?
1500. 1500.
1500, 1.5, sorry, 1.5 into 1000, 1500. That is 1500 rupees for storing. This 1000 GB means how much? It's going to be 1 terabyte. Okay, 1 terabyte. They are 1500 rupees. They are charging for storing the data in cloud. Okay, now, now it's fine, right? You know the calculation. So for 1000 GB of data which you want to store in the laptop, I'm spending 1.5 lakhs. To store the same 1000 GB of data in the cloud, they're charging 1500 rupees. Imagine tomorrow my data of KSR increases to 10 terabyte. 10 terabyte. Okay. So 10 terabyte means I have to buy 10 laptops. So it's going to be 1.5 lakhs into 10. How much? 15 lakhs. So 15 lakhs is required to store 10 terabyte of data in my personal laptop. Are you with me? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tomorrow my KSR data is also 10 terabytes. So it's going to be 1500 into
10. 15,000.
1500 into 10.
15,000.
15,000. 15,000 for storing how much of data? 10 terabyte. Now tell me, which is expensive?
On-prem. On-prem.
On-prem.
So to store the 10 terabyte of data of your company's records, will you buy 10 laptops or will you spend 15,000?
15,000.
My house rent itself is 16,000. And for 15,000, I can store 10 terabyte of data. Okay. Now, is this calculation clear?
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay.
Santosh, is there a time limit for this? Like 15,000 per month, per year?
I'll
Or
tell you.
what is
I'll
it?
tell you.
Okay.
Somewhere I'm trying to confuse your calculations. Okay. If you have understood this, let me tell you one shocking news. Let me tell you one shocking news. This 1.5 rupees they're charging for GB is actually for 1 month.
Oh,
Okay. This 1000 GB, which is nothing but 1 terabytes, they are charging 15,000. This is for 1 month. For 1 month. Imagine I am storing this data in the cloud for 1 year. So for 1 year, it's going to be 15,000 rupees into 12. Okay. So 1 year, if I go and store this data, 15,000, sorry, 1,500 into 12, it's 18,000. So for storing this data, 100 GB for 1 year, it is still 18,000 only for 1 year. But here I'm spending 1.5 lakhs. Imagine I'll keep this for 5 years. I'll keep the record safe for 5 years. Even if I'm taking 5 years, it's still 18,000 into 5. It is still 90,000 only. You'll still pay 90,000 even for 5 years. Okay. For this 1 terabyte, I'm still paying 90,000 only, but here it is 1.5 lakhs. Now, slowly you may be thinking, is it really required to go with cloud, or I'll buy my own laptop? Anyone?
No, because
Depends
cloud
on
is
data
secured than our
center.
personal laptops, right? So
No, but if you see, if you the number of years you keep on increasing, my payment is increasing, right?
No, if you maybe in
if you're
future if
not
you buy
sure
at a
with
time
the
that
personal
there is
laptop will gone when it gone and all.
But sir, there is a maintenance also. We have to include the maintenance also for 5 years.
If I buy laptop, it's good. No, what maintenance I need?
Sir, laptop.
Instead of buying a laptop, we can also maintain it in a hard disk. That will be more cheaper.
Hard disk means it will just not work like that, right? I need to use a system to see the data. So that's why I'm preferring laptop.
Then I
want to
can
do
purchase a minimum basic laptop. Then I can connect my hard disk and I can see my data there.
Yeah,
So
even
that
if
will
you
be
can do that. Yeah, even you can do that. But hard disk also maximum, if you take 1 terabyte, it comes to 5,500 something like that. But you cannot use it like that, right? If you have a hard disk, if I ask you to go and delete some files, is it possible? You have to connect to some computer, no? So that basic laptop also will charge you some 40,000. Maybe my laptop charging 1.5 lakhs, but your laptop may charge 40,000, but including additionally you have to buy some yeah, both are same only. You buy a basic laptop and hard disk, and you buy a good laptop with a good hard disk, both are same. So there's nothing to debate on it. But my question is, you keep for 5 years, you'll still have to pay 90,000. Instead of paying 90,000 for the Azure or any cloud for storing this 1 terabyte, I could have purchased my own laptop. No.
You're not getting only storage, right?
If
You're
you
not
buy
Data
getting it.
security.
No,
if you keep
this is
There,
only
your
for
own
storage.
laptop, no, might it will be the damage, no.
This is only for
So
storage.
yeah,
there is a
You're also
risk.
get,
So there is a risk for hard disk can crash, and if a hard disk got crashed, so we will lose all the data. So that is the major issue.
I can use whenever I want it, and if I don't want it, I can just stop the subscription. Maybe that is where I could save money for 1 year, like for example.
Okay.
If in emergency we are not having laptop, we can log in into the website now, sir.
Okay. I'll tell you. Maybe I don't know whether if you have if you believe this, let's do a simple calculation. Okay, owning a house versus rent a house. Okay, so recently I just met couple of matches for marriage. Okay, so that person, girl's dad, they asked, "Do you have a house?" I said no. So they asked me question, "Hey, how come, yaar? You're saying you're working in Microsoft, you're saying you're working in KSR, how come you have not purchased a house?" I said, "I don't like to buy a house." They asked me why. Own house is just boring, yaar. You have to keep on paying EMI. You have to just settle with one house. Today I feel like staying in Bangalore. Tomorrow I feel like jumping to Hyderabad. Day after tomorrow I want to jump to Maldives. I can go anywhere, but can you go? You have your own house here. Why will you leave your own house and go? So personally, I don't like a own house. So he asked me, how much rent you're paying? I told I'm paying around 20,000 per month. Okay. So when you have taken responsibility, I told I took family responsibility from 2014. So 2014 to 2024, I am paying rent. Okay. Initially, my dad used to pay rent before 2024, 14. 2014 is where I started working. So I told, okay, let me take uh, responsibilities. For the last 10 years, I am paying rent. Okay. So I'm paying 20,000 every month. Okay. So I came in 2014 with somewhere around 15,000 rent, and every month they have increased. Now I'm paying 20,000 rent. Now 10 years, okay, which is equivalent to 120 months, which is equivalent to 120 months. Every month I'm paying 20,000. Every month I'm paying 20,000. 20,000 into 120 months. It's 24 lakhs. It's 24 lakhs. 24 lakhs I have paid rent. And this guy, the girl's dad, he asked me, another 10 years, let's say that you will pay. Another 10 years. Okay. You'll pay another 24 lakhs. Maybe it is, rent will definitely increase. Let's say that you pay 26 lakhs. So totally you have paid 50 lakhs as rent, right? If you have used your brain, you could have purchased your house for 50 lakhs. You could have owned your house. Okay, for example, you stay, I don't know how many years I'll stay alive. Even assume that I'll stay another 10 years. So I'll again increase another 25 lakhs. So I'll be paying total 75 lakhs. But here you already purchased a own house for 50 lakhs. So now you tell me, owning a house is better or renting a house is better? 30 years if I pay rent, I'm paying 75 lakhs. 30 years if I'm staying in a rent house, I will be paying 30 lakhs, 75 lakhs. But here for 50 lakhs, I would have got a own house. The same example, if I say here, imagine this is for 5 years, right? This is for 5 years. Imagine if I'm holding this data for 15 years. 15 years. So it's going to be 90,000 into 3 means 2.7 lakhs. Now, if you see, cloud charges more than your on-prem, right? Now your cloud charges more than your on-prem, right? The same happened in my rent house. I'm paying rent. So by some time after 30 years, I saw that maybe I'm paying 75 lakhs as a rent, but I would have owned a house for 50 lakhs. But here, for 1 year, maybe it was good. For 5 years, it was still good. But for 15 years, you can see that it has become more than your on-prem. Now, I want to hear from you. Which is good, cloud or on-prem? Own house or rent house?
Own
What
house.
happened? Own house is better, huh?
Yes.
So that means on-prem is better, huh?
That may be better, but the maintenance charges and the other things will be very complicated for us. We have to manage the team. We have to manage all the hardware and software and the other things also.
Okay, I'll ask you one question. I'll ask you one question. I will get you a laptop of 1.5 lakhs to you right away. Now I'll order in front of you. Will you
Okay.
guarantee me that your laptop will be same even after 15 years?
No.
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 But I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you, even after 15 years, your data that you have stored in the cloud is going to be the same. Now that is where cloud shows its importance. Okay,
Okay.
your on-prem doesn't system be like that. As in the data increases, maybe you have to buy some external servers, maintenance cost will be there, laptop cost will be there, licensing cost will be there, speaker will go, battery will go, your hard disk, the blue screens will come, again you have to format it, again you have to do something. Maintenance cost is high. Maintenance cost is high. Okay. Today morning, maybe it's a coincidence, I can say. Okay. Today morning, I'm staying in a rent house, right? Today morning, geyser was not working. Okay, you know what is geyser, right? Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
hot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Today morning, geyser was not working. Okay, I called my owner. First, this geyser is not working. He came. Okay, he just came. He just checked if it was working or not. It was not working. He immediately replaced. And the geyser charges was 11,000. And you know what? Owner paid this amount. Owner paid this amount. I'm staying only for rent. Right? I'm staying for only for rent. Why will I go and replace the geyser? He's home, right? But in your case, your 50 lakh house, geyser goes, that goes, this goes, electricity, some plumber work, something, some issues. Who will pay? Who will pay? Someone else will pay, or you have to pay?
We have to pay.
Owner. Owner.
Owner has to pay, right?
Yes.
But sir, I have a question.
Hmm.
Sir, own house can be a asset, but sir, laptop cannot be a asset. You can
See,
you can sell your own house, but you cannot sell a laptop.
see, I'm just giving an example here, but end of the day, you have to relate this with house with your on-prem and your rent house with your cloud. In cloud, I'm renting it. I'm giving money and I'm storing it. So they're protecting my data. It's like a rent house only. The day you vacate it, they'll return your amount, right? I mean, you need not pay again. So today I'm paying 20,000 means today I vacate this house. I need not pay 20K from next month. Similar to that, right? Similar to that. Here, what is happening when it was for 5 years, the amount was less. But your laptop will not stay the same for 5 years. In 5 years, you may get battery issues, you may get keyboard issues, you may get mouse issues, you may get screen issues. Your laptop can be lost, or your laptop can be broken. There can be n number of things that can happen. No one ever can give you the guarantee of your on-premises. But for cloud, there is a dedicated team who takes care of it. So even in on-prem, I'm talking about only the laptops. But there is some servers also. In servers also, there are some good teams who takes care of it. Okay, there is some protections and a team takes care of it. They keep on taking care of it, but they charge more, right? They charge more. As and then your server increases, the server charges, the initial cost, the investments, everything will increase. So the conclusion from this example is, for 1 GB of data, they are charging just 1.5 rupees for 1 month. For 1 month. For 12 months, they'll charge 18 rupees. 18 rupees for 1 year. Okay. So tomorrow I have 1 GB of data. 1 GB of data. They're charging 1.5 rupees per month. Per month. Okay. 1.5 rupees per month. 18 rupees per year. Okay, so if you want to store 1.5 GB of data in your cloud for 1 year, you have to pay 18 rupees. What is the price of a coffee in hotel?
30 rupees.
You're from which city, yaar? 30 rupees.
Sir, minimum 350.
I'm from
60,
Hyderabad.
50, 70.
To 300 rupees.
300 rupees. I'm not asking from coffee day. I'm asking simple coffee.
It's 15.
20 rupees.
22
20 rupees in a normal metro city. And how much cloud is charging? 18 rupees per year for 1 GB. 1 GB of data, 18 rupees. Now, if I charge for 1000 GB, maybe it is 18,000. Okay, so slowly, as and then your data increases, you're paying only for that. So let's come to a conclusion that your cloud is better. Your cloud is better. Do you all agree? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, I am agree, but sometimes it has been found that the speed has become slow.
No? Which speed has become slow?
Actually, I am working with the EWM team. Sometimes it has been seen that the speed has become slow.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's agree that the speed has become slow. The same data, have you done it and checked in your on-prem? It will be even slower. Okay, it will be even slower.
Okay.
So obviously that is what happens, right? Imagine you take a very good batsman, okay? Let's take a XYZ batsman who scores very good. But if he has been put into a tough pitch, even he will struggle, right? So depending on the infrastructure, depending on the data, if the cloud is taking a bit more time and you go and test it in the on-prem will be even worse than this. So that's
Yes,
the proof.
depends on the size, it will be slow. Right?
Yeah. Now we have one pricing concession in our Azure. Okay, let's see what is that. How many of you use Netflix, Hotstar?
That's why I'm using Hotstar and
Netflix.
Yes.
What do you see here? Movies, huh? How much
movies,
time you're
web
spending
series.
on this? How much time you're spending on this sites
1 to 2 hours.
every day?
And now
Yes.
per day.
You're all lucky people, yeah. You're getting a lot of time to watch movies and all. No need to go to theater. Aram, so you can lie down on your bed and lie down on your cot, watch your own favorite series, web series, movies. Life was very easy for you. Literally, literally, I'm telling you, to my dad, okay, in 2008 and 2009, I literally used to I used to beg them to get DVD CDs so that I can put that CD and watch movies. And that also we used to get it was a rent. Okay, literally, I used to do this. For you, everything is CD player, huh? I forgot the name also. Do
Yeah,
you all
CD
remember
player. It's
this?
called CD player. Yes, yes, we used to use, like I used to use
I
it.
literally used to beg my dad. I used to score rank 1 to get a film like this because they'll not take me to theaters. So any new movie comes and the CD, right? I do still have a lot of CDs in my home. Okay, every CD is like 50 rupees, 60 rupees. I literally used to beg them to take them to movie or at least allow them to watch movies. And today you people are nicely watching in Netflix, Hotstar and Prime. How the things have changed, right? In the last 10, 15 years?
Cloud.
Yes? How the things have changed, right?
Yes, of course. Getting
Um,
updated.
Digital.
one of my cousin had come home, okay? One of my cousin had come home, not now, in the month of March he had come, okay? In the month of March he had come. He is actually 15 years old. So he is 15 years old. He had come for a vacation. We call it as a summer holidays, right? He came. So I always take classes and I used to spend some time. He's actually new to Bangalore, so I used to take him outside and all. I asked him what he wants. Usually when someone comes to my house, I get something, right? So I asked him what he wants. You know what he said? He wants the systems. What is this?
This is a
PlayStation
gaming
5.
station, PlayStation.
PlayStation.
Does anyone have PS5? It's a PlayStation which is 60,000 rupees. 60,000 rupees. Okay, 60,000 rupees. And he's very like openly is asking me, get me PS5. And you know what? When I was kid, my only one wish was to get this Walkman. This was my favorite product, which they never purchased me. You don't know this? You know this Walkman?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We have.
I was literally struggling to get this, and now this generation people are asking me, "Can you get PS5?" I literally don't know what is PS5. I have to go and see. Oh, it's a playing games. Okay, I used to play this the normal game where you have Super Mario is there, car
Mario.
race is there, some
Yeah.
circus is there,
There's
some
a retro.
9999 and games is there, right?
Yes, retro games.
I still
Yes.
have it actually. I still have it. Uh, I mean, it's not working, but still, I have that. I used to play that, and these guys are asking PS5, right? Now, a lot of things have changed in the last 15 years. Now, coming back to the topic, I was talking about Netflix. Okay. See, I am not a person who uses Netflix, Hotstar, and Prime. So please correct me if I'm wrong. Okay. Please correct me if I'm wrong. In Prime, per month, the payment is anyone?
Actually, they charge
For
200
per year.
Per month, I'm asking.
199, sir.
rupees.
No,
200, I guess.
Okay. See here. Monthly, they're charging 299. Okay. So monthly, they're charging 299. Now, the person who is actually a bit of a financial management, you know what he does? This 299, if he pays for 1 year, 299 into 12, you'll end up paying 3,500. So every month if you pay, you'll end up paying for 1 year, how much? 3,500. If you pay every month and if you pay it for 1 year, but you know what? You can also buy yearly subscription, right? You can buy yearly subscription. That yearly subscription, they will charge 1,500. So are you getting some discount here? So if you're paying monthly and if you're paying for 1 year, you're getting 3,500. But if you pay it at once, saying that, okay, for the next 1 year, I'm going to use it. In that case, they're charging 1,500, right? 1,500. So you see a discount because you're reserving. You're saying that, oh, I will buy for 1 year. The same thing is happening here. The same thing is happening here in your Azure subscription also. In the Azure subscription also, when you buy it for 1 year, okay, imagine 100 terabytes. For 100 terabytes, if I go and calculate for 100 terabytes, for 1 terabyte, let's say 1 GB, for 1 GB, if I go and track it, it's going to be 1.5 rupees. Okay, so this is 1 GB. For 1,000 GB, it's going to be 1.5, right? So 1.5 into 1,000, it's going to be 1,500, okay, rupees for 1 terabyte. Okay, for 100 terabytes, it's going to be 15,000 into 100. Correct, huh? 1 terabyte, it's 1,500.
One more zero.
Is it? No. I think let's use calculator only. I'm a bit very weak in this. So for 1 terabyte is 1,500 means 1,500 into 100.
So 4 times 0. There will be.
No, 1 minute. Let's talk about 100 terabytes, right? Okay, for 100 terabytes, okay, it's 1,50,000. Okay, 1.5 lakhs you have to pay per month if you are storing 100 terabytes. Maybe don't think as an expensive. If you go and see in the on-prem, it will become even 30 lakhs also. So let's try to think only about the cloud. So if you're paying monthly for 100 terabytes, you'll have to pay 1.5 lakhs. But if you go with a yearly charge, these guys are giving some discount. You need to pay only this much. For 100 terabytes, if you are paying for yearly, that is if you pay annually, you'll end up paying only 1,29,000. So they're giving how much discount? 21K discount.
No, so the price is 70,000, sir.
What?
70,000 price for 100 TB. Cool. Because sir, we are calculating
No,
1.5.
I'm talking about hot only, right? I'm taking 1.5 rupees. So
Yes,
cool
sir.
is less,
So,
but I'm talking for this, no? So hot is this only.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
So if you pay for 100 terabytes, if you say that, boss, I'll pay for 3 years. For 3 years, I'll pay now only. Then they are giving for 3 years reserved. They are giving for how much? 1,04,000. So almost 46,000 discount. So this is where if you're paying monthly, if you're paying annually, if you're paying for 3 years. So any companies which are thinking to store a lot of data, they'll simply go and store it in the 3-year reserved or 1-year reserved. So don't think too much about the pricing part. This is not your work. But today, my main objective was to prove you on screen saying that your cloud is better than your on-prem. Right? Is that clear?
Santosh, I would like to know, ask one question.
Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, as you are saying, if we store 1 TB of data in cloud, then it will charge 1,500 rupees for 1 TB per month.
1 terabyte, 15,000 for 1 month, correct?
15,000 or 1,500? You did 1,500.
No, 1 terabyte, 1 GB, right? So correct only, right? See, for 1 GB, it's 1.5 rupees into 1000 GB. 1,500 only, no? 1000 GB is nothing but 1 terabyte, correct? No?
Yeah, 1,500 rupees.
1,500 or 1,500, both are same, huh? Tell me.
Yeah. So I'm asking, it is for the just for the storage, but if we use the resources and all that, then how much they will charge?
Resources doesn't charge. What you have the data for, that only they are going to charge.
No, yeah, in yesterday you said that if we would like to have like free or we have to pay less, then we need to delete the resources after using that so that it
See,
cannot be running.
delete the resource means resource is like an account. Okay, if you're simply if you have the data, they'll charge for the data. If you don't have the data, okay, at least they'll charge for maintenance for resource, right? It is negligible.
No, suppose we have created the VMs and database and all that, then
See, each service will have different prices. We are talking only about the storage here. Okay, your VMs
okay.
will have different, your compute engines will have different, your processing will have different service will have different prices. At this point of time, I want to store the data. For storing the data, I'm comparing it.
Okay, and for the resource side and all that, this is the different thing. And we suppose if we create resource and like VMs and SQL, then we need to drop after using it, so they will not charge. Otherwise, it will running parallelly, so they will charge.
For run next, I'll be showing that for database how much they're going to charge. For our ADF, how much they're going to charge. Everything I'm going to show you. We are going step by step.
Okay, no, thank you.
Are we good?
Yes, we are good. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Today's session, what you have learned: on-prem is good or cloud is good?
Cloud is good.
That is why I told you I don't buy car. Okay, why buy car? I have to take care of all the petrol. I have to take care of cleaning. I have to take care of all the extra accessories. Oh my God, it's a big headache. Better if you want to go somewhere, use Ola and Uber. You just need to pay for the ride. As simple as that. See, I'll tell you. In personally, I'm telling you, if you want to have a stress-free life, if you want to have a stress-free life, I don't want any tension. I want to be very calm. I need to enjoy my life. I'll say simply tell no to your EMIs. Okay, no car EMI, no home loans, nothing. You'll enjoy your life. Okay, same way here. I want to buy a car. I want to buy a house. I want this. Why all this? Enjoy your life. You have everything there. Someone is actually driving a car for you. Someone is giving a rent for you. You use it. Use it. Simple. Right? That makes your life simpler. That's what the same preference. I personally like cloud because it perfectly matches to my lifestyle. It perfectly matches to lifestyle. I will not run behind the own house. I'll not run behind the car. Fine. Use it. You have money, you're earning. Use it whatever you want. Even if I want to drive a BMW car, I can go and drive it right away today now. Right? Even if I want to stay in a resort, which is a very costly resort, I can do it. I can stay in 1 month in Hyderabad, I can stay 1 month in Delhi, and I can come back in Bangalore. Your wish, right? You can shift it. That's what we have a flexibility here. But on premise, you have to always be fixed. You have to keep on paying. Life becomes a bit hard. So the conclusion for today's class is we are going to stick on to cloud from today. Today's date is 20th November. From today, please be focused and please remember that going forward, I am going to use only cloud. Is that clear?
Yes.
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 Okay. With that, we'll stop here. Okay. In tomorrow's class, I will show you how I created this account today. Okay. Today I just went it like that, right? In 1 minute 44 seconds I created, right? So tomorrow I'll be telling what are the options I've decided, which location I created, okay, and what was the storage account, what was the security, and how if you delete some files, how many days it will be active. All of this I'll be telling tomorrow. So tomorrow we will be recreating this entire storage from scratch. Okay, that will be the topic. And as and then I've told you, this course is for the people who know Power BI. You have joined Azure and Fabric. We have done with 5 free classes. Okay, from tomorrow, if you want to join this course, you have to pay the fees of 10,000. Okay, this 10,000 will be the fees for you, including Power BI license plus Fabric license. And you'll get it for 120 days. Okay, so this is a fees for tomorrow. People who already know Fabric, people who already know Power BI, because Power BI and SQL we have already covered for this batch. So this is just like a new admission we are taking. People who already know Power BI can directly join here. So we have already completed the 5 days free session. From tomorrow onwards, it's going to be a paid session. You can reach out to our team. Our team can help you to get paid. Or if you really want to pay it on the website, you can do it. Please go to your website, log into your datavision.com and log in here. Log in with your email ID which you have signed up. This is for the people who want to buy directly from your portal. Go here, explore courses. You can search Fabric.
Under paid sessions.
Paid sessions, okay. Paid sessions. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so you can go here and you can pay from here as well. So people who are willing to do here, you can do it. Or if you really need to talk to our team once, please go to the contact information. You'll get the number here and you can try to have a conversation with our team, and then also you can pay. It's completely your wish, however you want to pay. But if you want to pay here, you can go here and you can pay for it. Okay, so this is with only for Azure and Fabric. From tomorrow, it's going to be a paid class and the fees is 10,000, including license. Still, you need any clarification? We can clarify your questions right away now.
Santosh, I have a question.
Yeah.
So how depth we are learning fabrics here?
Sorry?
I mean, we are learning fabrics here, right? So how depth we are going?
How depth we are going? See, Fabric, you can do a lot of things. You can build machine learning algorithms. You can do data science. You can do data engineering. You can do everything. We are focused only on data analytics. So the one project at what we are going to do it in Azure, the same project we are going to replicate in Fabric. It's just 1 year old. So for our role, right, for a data analyst role, whatever is required, we are going to focus on that.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, Azure data engineering is different.
Azure data engineering is different, data analytics is different, data science is different. If you want to gather the data from the different data sources and do the data cleaning and data transformations, we focus on Azure data engineering. So Azure data engineering, you have to know SQL, you have to know big data, and you have to know Python, and you have to know PySpark. And you will be learning Azure, which will be learning around 12 services. Okay, this is what AD comes. Now, if you talk about data analytics, where you will be knowing SQL, where you will be knowing Power BI, and where you will be knowing Azure. In Azure, maximum you can know up to 4 to 5 services is enough. And along with that, you have to know Fabric. So this is a difference between data engineering and data analytics. So you are into this role now. So you are into this role. For this, you have done this, and you'll be learning now, followed by Fabric. So this will give you a very, very high package because you are learning coding. This comes with a limited coding, so it will be a moderate package.
So this Power BI is the prerequisite for this course, you're saying?
Yes, yes. You have to know Power BI before coming to this. If you don't know Power BI, you can join from first. When I say from first, you can join from SQL. Again, you will be teaching Power BI, and from there you'll be teaching Azure, and then we will be teaching Fabric. So you can join from first, which will be starting somewhere in the next month, a new batch where you can learn from beginning. Or if you want to get this now, you can get it now. You can learn and you can go with the recordings, but that may not work for you because for this course, that what we have started last 4 5 days, the prerequisite is the SQL and Power BI.
Yeah, or else you can do one thing also. Power BI is morning by Ritesh started recently. So you can join Power BI there and Azure parallelly you can learn. It's up to you.
Yeah, that also you
Okay.
can do. Morning you can cover up Power BI, evening you can cover up Azure. That also will work.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Any other questions?
And how better would be the job chances, Santosh? Like when we compare it,
Job transition in data analytics?
not transaction. How better would be our careers if we go for this course?
See, as I told you, Power BI is now become like an Excel that everyone is knowing, right? Only Power BI may not help you. Even I'm telling in my own team itself, I have a lot of Power BI developers who are on bench, who don't know Azure, who don't know Fabric, they're on bench, right? So there are a lot of Power BI developers, and nowadays company needs multi-skilled. Company needs multi-skill. You need to know multiple things. So knowing Fabric, knowing Azure, and knowing Power BI, tomorrow you can easily transit to a data scientist or even data engineering because you already know a bit of cloud, right? So knowing cloud will definitely be a very much boosting your opportunities. And if you know cloud, you can definitely crack any role in data analytics, particularly Azure is a very must used in most of the companies because of the pricing as well. It's a second highest, but still usage wise, a lot of companies are using Azure. It's a Microsoft product. So opportunity wise, I can guarantee you, but you need to know all of this. All of this. You need to know Fabric, you need to know Azure, you need to know Power BI, you need to know SQL, which can boost up your opportunities. Only Power BI, you will not get it.
Yeah. Thank you, Santosh. Thank you for the clarification.
Forget about IT. Okay. Forget about IT. Uh, today, just today, this happened. Okay. My maid, okay, my maid who lost her job today. My mom is saying, no, I want a maid who does cooking, who does cleaning, who can clean the house, who can do everything. My mom is expecting a person to know everything. Okay, usually we had a maid only for washing vessels. Okay, she was doing only that. And literally today, my mom is saying, I want a maid who can even do a cooking as well as doing everything. A maid itself is losing a job because she knows only one skill. And what we are all educated professionals, and companies can easily replace us. And if you're in the mindset that only with Power BI I'll sustain, I'm sorry to say this, IT is not your path if you want to learn only one skill. Literally, this happened today. The maid who's doing only one work, my mom is saying, no, I don't need this maid. Get another maid who does everything. From morning to evening, she has to do every work. So life is like that. Competitions is there. Companies are looking for multiple skills, so you have to know multiple things. Knowing cloud will definitely boost your opportunities. With that, we'll stop here. For tomorrow's session, you can pay from your portal or you can reach out to our team. Our team can help you to understand better. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you.